Hi guys, Terry here. Today we're on the letter K in my series of the A to Z Craftroom organization, and I thought we'd talk about kits. So I want to show you the ones that I'm currently receiving and how I store the product, because as you know, if you start getting stuff sent to you monthly, it can accumulate. So let me show you some ideas, maybe things you hadn't considered, and I hope this helps you with your Craftroom organization. So let's get started with kits. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is this Scrapbook Generation. So they had a monthly club, and I hope it comes back. They're currently taking a break, but I think this is a very good example of a scrapbook kit that comes to you monthly. So you get a pack of paper and embellishments to make any number of layouts. So some kits are a 2-page layout. I subscribed to a kit of theirs that was, it was really nice because it had a 2-page, it would tell you exactly how to cut the paper to make the different layouts. And the layouts, the reason I liked this company the best was their layouts were really good for 4x6 photos. So they always had the layouts always had the idea of where you were going to arrange your photos. Some of them are just haphazard on a page and they're kind of like incidental. They purposely put a lot of thought into decorating around your photos. So I liked them. You can still buy their kits online, and I'll have a link to their website, but they currently have turned off the monthly one. But when I was doing it, and I think I did it for 3 years, you accumulate a lot of kits. So what I decided to do was, as I would assemble the kits, sometimes I would assemble them ahead of time, sometimes I did it before I really knew what photos I was going to do on it. But I have this box here where I have the kits by theme. So I had them by birthday, Christmas, fall. Another thing I liked about their papers that they selected was it was, sometimes they were general enough that you could use them for whatever occasion. And then they were seasonal, but I could always use the layouts. They weren't something so specific that I didn't have a use for them. A lot of them were like family. You know, here's an example of one put together. Here's another one put together. So I've got the family category, I've got general, and then I've also got summer and vacation. So I have them in this IKEA box that fits into the Calyx unit, and then I just have these little tabs poked up to see my different categories. So love that about Scrapbook Generation. Once I would have the layouts put together with my photos, and then I have them in my albums, I keep their little sketch pages, and I keep them in a notebook. So I've got card layout ideas and scrapbook layouts inside here. So I've kept those for the years. So they do tend to accumulate. So I think the best thing you could do is have them organized by theme so that when you do get your photographs for your scrapbook layout, you can kind of shop through here and find the layouts that go with that theme. So that's my suggestion for scrapbook layouts. And how to store them. So next, let's look at watercolor. So I wanted to get into painting, so I started getting this kit from Let's Make Art. But let me show you where I store it. Down on the bottom of my Razcog, I keep this box that the kits come in. I keep that box down here in the bottom of the Razcog. And down under here, I have a craft mat. Let me get that out of the way. I have a craft mat, and I have all the kits, and then I have just a little plastic tray where I'm keeping the inks that come in the kit. So let me show you the kit. So in this kit, it came in a very nice cardboard box. And it would always come with the inks that you needed for that month, which really, by having it come each month, I really accumulated a lot of watercolor inks. It would always have the 3 to 4 different art projects. I think it was 4. And it would tell you what they are. And the idea was you would get 4 of them, and there was 1 each week. And then on YouTube, they show you how to paint along. So it would have the steps inside here. It would have a sample, and then it would have the steps inside here of what you're going to do. But you would follow along and watch this Sarah Cray paint it on YouTube, and you could pause it, you could rewatch it. And those, matter of fact, you don't even have to buy their kits. If you have inks and paintbrushes and the watercolor paper, you can just go and follow her. You can download, usually there's like a little sketch. You could download that sketch and trace it onto your paper and then follow along. So I just liked the idea of them sending me the items, that way I had it. And then from their website, I also purchased their ceramic paint tray. I think in your first kit you got the 2 brushes that came with it. And then, like I said, along the way you start collecting the inks that you need for the different colors. So love that set, and I'll have links to this and their YouTube channel on this post. And then the next thing I want to show you is the cherry on top boxes that I get. So I'm currently storing a couple of the last cherry on top boxes on this shelf here beside my desk, so I don't forget about them. And one of them is the box that I just recently got, which is this one. So this one just came. So it's kind of got some fall stuff. This one came in the summer. Now normally I put the items away. So let me show you what comes in it. So normally the items that come in here are a pad of paper, a stamp set, a stencil, some enamel dots, some type of little ephemera. This one had puffy stickers. So a lot of fall stuff and some washi tape. So what I do is I put this stuff away into the area of the scrapbook room that I want it to be put. So I have a place that I have my washi tape. I have a place that I have stickers for holidays. I have a place for my enamel dots. I have a place that I have my stencils. And I have a place that I have my stamps and my paper kits. So this is a variety pack. But this summer, the one that came was all items to make a little, like a little chipboard scrapbook kit. So what I did was I assembled these pages, and then I have these items that came with it ready to go to add to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some summer photos, pop them on these pages, and then I'm going to finish decorating it with the stuff that came in the box that month. So I've kind of been keeping that one all together, and then I have it right there beside my desk because I want to remember to pop some pictures into it. But then any of the leftovers that I have, I will put in where I keep my stickers, where I keep my letters, where I keep, you know, the extra paper. So for me, I guess I'm keeping this box out because I'm treating it as like a project kit. But these other items, very soon I'll be putting these away with those like items. So kind of depends on how you want to have it. You could simply keep them in these boxes, maybe find a way to label them on the outside what they are, so that you don't turn around and a year later have 12 of these boxes that you haven't used the product. So that's why those two are still in their boxes. Let me show you the final one that I received. This was a new one that I started getting. So this one here is from Annie's Quilters Fabric Club. And this was an advertisement that I saw on Facebook. But the idea behind this kit is that you receive fabric and then a little project plan on what to do with the fabric. So in this case, they're making a little tote bag. So I did this just to get back into making stuff with fabric. So I just started getting this. So now what I need to decide is, am I going to keep it together as a project and keep it together? It did come in this nice plastic bag, so I can keep it all together. Or am I just going to store the fabric with my different fabrics? So I probably am going to store it with my fabrics, but yet keep it together. So I'll keep it in this plastic bag that it came in. I also have a place that I keep the patterns for things, but I think in this case I want to remember that this is a suggestion for making this. So like I said, I just started getting this one. I've got to decide, but I do think I'm going to keep it. I'm either going to keep it near my desk so I remember to make it, or I'm going to keep it with my fabrics so that when I do want to make something with the sewing machine, I've got this up as an idea to make. So that one I'm still kind of determining. But I hope this video gave you some ideas on what to do with those kits that come and how to store the products. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow when we do the next letter. Thanks, guys.